A lot of people think marketing is about being creative or coming up with the big campaign, but honestly, a lot of it is just math. Hey, if you don't know me, I'm Spencer Powell. I'm the CEO over at Builder Funnel, and our marketing agency helps remodeling companies and custom home builders build sustainable, repeatable marketing systems that to date have generated well over $150 million in sales. This channel, Builder Funnel TV, is where we share things that have worked for us and for our clients in hopes that they help you grow as well. Marketing can feel super overwhelming. There's lots of different tactics, strategies, things that you can apply, and especially when you go online and start to think about digital marketing and all the different social media challenges. And so when I can simplify things, I like to do that. And so today I want to walk you through a simple example in terms of reverse engineering what you need to do to make some adjustments going into the next year. So instead of coming up with a big creative campaign, creative ad, or something like that, what we're going to do is just break down some of the numbers. So just replace my example numbers with your numbers, and we'll walk through it step by step. The first thing is we want to start with revenue and reverse engineer from that standpoint. So a very common example that I hear is a company doing about $2 million in sales, and they're trying to get to $2.5 million in sales. And so what we're going to do is try to figure out, okay, if we want to grow by that amount, what do we need to do on the marketing side to get there? So let's go backwards and figure this out. So if your average job size is $100,000, then you've got 20 jobs, that gets you to your 2 million. And so we would need 25 to get to 2.5. But if we go backwards from that, you might close, say, 90% of your design agreements into construction. And so if you back out 25 projects, 90% above that gets you to about 28 design agreements that you need signed to move into 25 construction projects. So we'll back it up even further. Let's say you close about half of your in-person meetings into design. Now we need 56 in-person meetings. Now we're going to back it up again from there, and we'll say, hey, we need another half conversion from our phone pre-qualification to in-person meeting, because we get on the phone and some people are not qualified or they're in the wrong area or whatever it is. So now we're at 112 pre-qualification calls that we need booked, and that will ultimately lead us all the way back to 25 projects. So from there, you would look at your lead to phone pre-qualification conversion rate. Let's just say it was 30% of just raw leads. Make it to a meeting, that puts you at 374 leads right in there. And so that becomes your North Star. And you can say, okay, well, if we want to get to 25 projects, we need 374 leads. That was a lot of math to get there, but there's a shortcut. You can literally just take your 2 million in sales and say, okay, I want to grow to 2.5. That is 25% growth. And then you can look at your lead flow from the prior year. And so if you had 300 leads and that got you 2 million, then you would just take the 300 leads, add 20% or 25% to that, and that gets you to about that 375 number. And so that's your 25% increase. So we had 374, 375, we're right there in that range. And so all you really need to do for your first step is figure out what your lead to revenue ratio was. And then if you want to grow your revenue by a certain percentage, then you probably need to grow your leads by a similar percentage. All things, being equal aside from that. So now the rubber hits the road. We know how many more leads we need. And so there are 3 important questions that we want to ask ourselves. And the first one is looking at those marketing channels that produced the 300 leads and saying, okay, I need to get to 375. Are there any of those channels that you can simply do more of? So maybe you were running $1,000 a month in Google Ads. Could you adjust that to $2,000 a month, or $1,500 a month, or $3,000 a month? Or maybe you did 1 home show. Maybe you can do 2 or 3 home shows. Maybe you were blogging, once a month. Could you increase that to twice a month? So you can look at all those different channels and the different activities that you're already doing that are already producing leads. And the easiest and fastest way is often just, can I do more of something that I'm already doing? Question number 2 is, can I do something better than I was doing it last year? So maybe you are running some ads on Google and you're spending $1,000 a month, but maybe you could improve the keywords that you're targeting in that ad. Or maybe the landing page that everyone is going to when they click the ad isn't converting very well. And if you can improve the conversion rate, you'll get more leads for that same dollar amount. Same with the home show example. Maybe you do one of those a year, but you have a small booth and you just have like a stack of flyers and you don't put a lot of energy into it. You could say, hey, how could we really maximize this event further? What are some other things we could do to improve this marketing channel? So question number one, can I just do more of what I'm already doing? Question number two is, could I do something I'm doing now but do it better? And then the third question is, do I need to add something new to the marketing mix? So, hey, I like what I'm doing, those things are working, but it's either not cost effective to increase or it's just not feasible. Maybe there's only one home show in your area a year, you really can't go to two. Then you might look at adding a new channel. And so as you're breaking down your goals going into the new year, trying to figure out how am I going to hit these growth goals, basically just look at the number of leads that generated your current revenue, and then increase your revenue, increase your lead flow by the same percentage, and then look at, can I do more? Can I do something better? Or do I need to add new channels? And that is a very quick and easy way to figure out how you can get to your revenue goals for the next year. We'll see you next time here on Builder Funnel TV.